Morning, Nick.
Good morning. How are you, sister?
I am splendid. How are you, brother?
Very, very well indeed, and full of the joys of a miserable spring in Scotland.
Well, it's about to get sunny. It's going to be really sunny tomorrow.
I believe we're having our one sunny day tomorrow.
Yeah, well, we had a sunny April, didn't we?
We did have a sunny April, yes. It's very, very true. We know, having lived in Scotland for many, many years, that you do get 2 weeks of sunshine, don't you?
Yeah, you do. You do.
You do.
Now, our sound today might be a bit dodgy, but we're going to bear with it because we're going to put captions on anyway.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes.
So, today we're going to talk about connecting, because that's the second part of your sales model. And you're going to share some info on connecting with us.
Oh my word, am I just? Yes, so once you've decided who it is that you want to target, you've got to connect with those people. And obviously, there are millions, there are lots of ways to connect with people. When I first became a salesperson, or salesman, in fact, you could either phone or write or go and see people in person. And now, of course, you can email and you can text and you WhatsApp, and you can do this that we're doing now. So lots of ways to connect with people. Obviously, as we kind of knew anyway, but we definitely know now, the best way to connect with people is face-to-face. That's it. Face-to-face communication is instantaneous. It's largely done by our unconscious. And the beautiful thing about it is data rich. The thing about emailing and the thing about audio conferences, telephone conferences, and even this sort of thing, Beck, is that it lacks the richness of data. So it's much harder to build a connection. But in the first instance, when you're building a business, you can't just wander into prospects' offices and go, hello, I'm here. So you need to get in touch with them. I'm old school. I prefer a phone call. Good old-fashioned cold calling and trying to get in touch with people. But of course, you can do this through LinkedIn, and I understand that connecting and getting in touch with people via LinkedIn is actually more effective than an email.
It is.
So there are different ways, and I think when you're starting your business, when you're going from spare room to boardroom, you're going to try different ways, and you're going to find out very, very quickly the way that is most effective for you. The big thing around this is about making an emotional connection.
Yeah.
And that's about bringing your personality out and being, and I kind of don't really like to use this word, but it's a word that's being used a lot at the moment. And that's about being authentic. That's about being true to yourself. And what I find very often when I'm teaching, particularly non-sales people, when they're connecting with people, they come across as terribly earnest. They come across as terribly business-like. And it's possible to be professional but still be human. And in fact, you have to be human because people are going to buy you. In other words, they're going to decide, should I meet Rebecca? Should I meet James? And they need to get a sense of who Rebecca or James is. So it's making this emotional connection with people, which is the key.
Now, I'm going to add in the digital marketing side of connecting now.
Please do.
Yeah, because, I've been learning all about that and exploring that during lockdown. And what I notice is all those principles of being yourself, being authentic, using your everyday language, still being professional, but, using everyday language works on digital marketing as well. And that connecting with people using blogs, vlogs, webinars, email, funnels, you still need to be authentic. So you need to position those and write those or record those as though you're having a conversation with that person, you're having a coffee with them. So you're right, both you and I've learned our sales skills before all of this came about, but actually the principles still apply in the digital world as they do in the real world. And that you have a conversation, you're very open, you are yourself, and you've got to remember that not everybody is going to like your buy from you, and that's okay. because actually you only want the people who love what you do to buy from you. And once
Yes.
you've found those people who love what you do, they'll buy everything from you.
Yes.
And so just be yourself in whatever you're communicating to your audience with, whatever medium you're using. Be yourself.
One of the things I say to delegates on my courses a lot, Beck, is, you know, if you try and be all things to all people, you'll end up being nothing to everybody. You become bland and anodyne. And from a retail point of view, for me, and it seems harsh, but it's true, that would be Debenhams. It would be British Home Stores. It would be House of Fraser. What are they? Who are they? Who are they marketing to?
Yeah.
Whereas with someone like Primark and Selfridges, owned by the same family, by the way.
Is that right? I didn't know that.
Yes, somehow the same family, which is why in Selfridges on Oxford Street in London, there is a Primark in Selfridges.
No way.
Yes. So you've got Primark, which doesn't pretend to be anything other than, it isn't trying to appeal to everybody. It's like, this is what we do. If you like it, great. If you don't like it, you know, and it's cheap and cheerful. If you've ever been to a Primark, you pick up a mini fishing net.
You do?
It's a mini fishing net, isn't it? And you trawl through and you pick up.
You literally trawl.
Right. And everyone knows that. Selfridges is a completely different thing. And it's not trying to be all things. You see this in airlines. Ryanair is Ryanair. And Etihad is Etihad.
Yeah.
And they're not trying to be all things to all people. And that is a really, really key thing.
Yeah. So connect in a way that suits your business.
Yes.
I think of new ways to connect, because we've got to be creative.
Yes.
But it's still keep your voice, keep the way you are in your business and what your brand stands for and what you stand for in all your communications and the way you connect. And actually sticking to that, I think, will help you think of different ways to connect with people, and get you more creative. Don't follow the flock. Do what you want to do, using your own voice and your own style to the audience that love you. And I think that's a good place to leave it.
It's the only thing that differentiates you.
Yeah.
Well, it is a good place to leave it, but I want to add one thing.
Okay.
3 weeks ago, I sent out emails to clients that were very, very short and were nothing to do with work. And I emailed and said, look, this is nothing to do with work. I just wanted to find out how you're doing and how you're getting on. And I got 80% of people that I sent emails to, it was about 50 people just replied, and nothing to do with work. And right now, that's a really great thing to do.
Yeah, good. Brilliant.
Park the work. Just get in touch with people on a human level, for goodness sake. Right, I can hear the kettle has boiled, so it is definitely time to go back.
See you later. Take care.
Bye.
Bye.
Bye.